Welcome to another Queen of the Hill match here at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard, Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm in the booth with Kendall Quickfire Cook. I am Chris G,
How's it going, guys?
and we have a match.
We do. I'm glad you toned it down a little. You were gonna, if you would have kept elevating the way you started, it would have been like,
Awesome.
yeah, that. That's what it would have
Good thing there's nobody watching.
been. Well, eventually.
So we got Kelly Nickl versus Lori Van Kooy.
Kooy.
Kooy. I like
She
Kooy.
told, no, I know, but she told me get it pronounced right.
Well, she didn't even spell it right. Lowercase V and K.
She did it.
Oh, that's true. Double standard there.
Well, I was watching these ladies warm up. Hopefully they can keep it up because both of them were pocketing balls like crazy.
I'm telling you, these are both fierce competitors. We've seen them week after week, and they don't let up. Very close on the Fargo rates this time, too.
Yeah, pretty close, right? 518.
I mean, yeah.
473.
I mean, that's darn near exact in this league.
Yeah, and I've seen both. I don't know that I would pick one over the other most times.
No way. I couldn't pick a winner. I mean, I don't know. Kelly seems to be, I don't know, she seems to have that passion to really want to win. I mean, I know everybody does, but I know if she loses, which is rare, she's back in line. She wants to get back in line as fast as possible.
Yeah. Her and Cheryl. Cheryl's another one that really enjoys that.
They love the competition. Can't beat it. So, looking at 8-ball here. Race to 6, BCAPL rules. I think it's winner breaks. That covers most of the rules. I sometimes take for granted that, we say that every time, but people don't know. They have the choice of playing different game types. They chose 8-ball. My guess is Lori chose 8-ball.
Lori would have picked. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Makes sense to me. So the challenger has the ability to pick the game type. So gives you a little upper hand. Maybe you like 9-ball or 10-ball. The race is a little higher for 10-ball and it's higher for 9-ball, being that technically the difference in speed of games. So when you're challenging the queen or the king, or if you're in the jesters or knights division, you always get to choose the game type, which is pretty key in starting a match out, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely gives you a little bit of a, I guess, I don't know if advantage is the right word necessarily, but.
I mean, if someone doesn't play 9-ball at all, I guess that could be an issue.
Yeah, they kind of know coming on, though, right?
They should, for sure. So, Lori, with the 9 just a little bit, leaving kind of a tough 2-ball here for Kelly.
It isn't locked, yeah. Which is weird. We're kind of on the fly here trying to get things set back up.
Oh, she went for the 1.
Missing a couple of scenes, so.
Yeah, we're probably will be fully rebranded to the Open Stream in a couple of months. We'll get the logos, we'll get everything right. A lot's going on in fall and winter. You got state tournaments coming up.
Well, that's why it's so darn important we get her done. But the state tournaments will be on the extreme.
Right. That'll be exciting. WSPA. Oh, lock the background because you're moving the other one. Yeah, lock that. That's from the. Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah, we got some warranty work to do on the cameras. They didn't make it through the travels. Well, I mean, they did, but I mean, we've been pounding on these cameras for what, 4 years?
Yeah, I mean, nonstop running.
Yeah, 24/7 with power surges every 35 seconds. I mean, it's amazing that these things are still working. So we've got.
Chris, I'm glad to see you are in a very positive, enlightened mood today.
Well, I will be when we get all that taken care of. We'll be back up and running as usual. We'll have a nice travel set too.
Yeah.
Should be like duplicates. So for WSPA this year, that should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna have lots of camera views. It's gonna be nice. It'll be
Yeah, I think we pioneered the room view.
I guess.
You know, I'm gonna say it because I've been watching. We've been doing room views for quite a while. You know, nobody ever really thought of it. They always just kept it zoomed in on the table.
I wanted to and still want to do like a street view.
Right.
I would love to get like a camera out. You know, you got all the cars going by outside, beautiful day out, you know.
I mean, you could just film like 15 minutes of something and loop it. Nobody would know. That's what they do in Vegas.
Chris, I would know.
You know, like when Matchroom switches out to the back of the MGM and they're zooming up on an aerial photography, I'm pretty sure that's just B-roll. That's not live. But that would be cool. So they have done that. So we wouldn't be pioneering that. But I've been noticing a lot of the arenas now do show whole room, multiple homeroom views. And it seems like in between racks, I think they finally figured out that it gives you that ambience, you know, being there.
It's a nice little run here if she can hold this for
she's
the
cleaning
side,
it up. Yeah.
I don't know why I can't.
You lock one? I don't know. Looks like you're right clicking. Well, live and learn. We'll get a little preparation done during the week before.
See if she can get this past that 2-ball.
5 minutes before it
steady
starts.
This run.
I'm telling you, she plays great. Look at that.
Stays steady all the way through. Makes the 8-ball. Made it look easy.
Unbelievable. You know, we've seen this before. You know, opponents will get Kelly 3-4 games. And then, I don't know, it seems to happen every time. Kelly just really strong arms her way back up.
Extremely true. I couldn't agree more. It happens often.
I think she likes being down a couple of games.
See, it's just not letting me stretch anything. It's weird. It's probably close enough, honestly.
I'd say.
Pop a scoreboard in here and we're good to go.
Yeah, we're trying to get the dual view.
It's not going to be perfect, but hey, our not perfect is better than most perfect.
I'd say. Yeah, I mean, this view right here is pretty much all other streamers use.
Perfect. Could maybe zoom in if this was going to be our only view.
True.
Just a little. Let's see. So,
want to do some commentary? Oh.
Ron's
Ron.
like, no.
Yeah. I don't know why. He loves talking. I mean, he's constantly talking to everybody around, and he's friendly. He's got the gift of gab as well. I don't know. I think he'd be pretty good at it.
Well, I agree. I don't disagree with you, but, you know, to each their own.
Try to get everybody, like, you know, a 15-minute session. See if they like it. I mean, I personally kind of got thrown into the commentator role. I was the tech guy.
That's
like the tech
that
guy's
was for the
always
same
there.
reason you just gave Ron. You like to talk.
Yeah, I mean,
You like talking.
it works out
You had a gift to gab.
60% of the time. Yeah. I got to work on my professional commentary. Like, I've been watching Matchroom a lot, and I think they go through about 80 buzzwords.
Yeah.
They just kind of repeat through the same statements. But Jeremy Jones, though, really adds a lot of insight to the shots. And he's not right most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, like in his mind he is, because that's what he would have done.
It's not.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
but that's not what. That's to me. That's not what good commentary is about. Good commentary is about getting a different perspective sometimes,
Right.
and being able to see more than just what's in front of you. I mean, the
Correct.
commentator just adds another layer to that whole onion.
Yeah, I mean, there's 8 different ways, to run this table.
Well, there is percentage-wise typically the right way, but the consideration is always player ability also.
Right.
I mean, so one option which might be technically the best option if you can make everything isn't necessarily a choice for another player, so
Yeah,
his percentage goes up if he shoots it the wrong way,
that is true. I mean, different strengths. Some people like really long straight-in shots. Some people don't.
It'll be interesting because I think as far as competitiveness goes, I think Lori is one of the most competitive players that we get here. She really, really, not that all of them don't want to win, but she really wants to win along with Kelly, I think.
Well, she looks focused.
Yeah. As she buries herself, but she did it with purpose.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes are going to happen.
Yeah, it wasn't random that she hooked herself. She was trying for a certain thing, and it didn't quite go the way she had planned. Yeah, see, glitching out again.
Yeah, that overhead. I think she overheats.
I'm telling you, it's that boot. We got to take that thing off of there.
Yeah, but the other overhead doesn't have the boot, so I'm not sure if it's because they've been pointing down their whole life that the heat maybe has melted. Like, they probably don't test them pointing down for 4 years straight. I mean, I can't, like, how could both cameras, both overheads? It's amazing.
That's why I think it's a switch, but I don't know anything.
Well, it could be.
We didn't have that problem when we were.
We did. We had to unplug them a couple of times while we were there. Don't you remember?
It just started.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a pain. It was like, oh no, Jason Shaw's about to play. Can we unplug a camera?
Yeah. Now, did he win? He did win, right?
Yeah, Pat said something in the chat about Jason winning. I mean, Federer gave him the match. I don't know what was going on there, but kind of brutal. Maybe it was nerves or something, kind of bully. Big brother versus little brother. I don't know. Jason Shaw really didn't like that he was playing on the U.S., so I think that was a big battle, that match. Federer, Gorst, and Jason Shaw. That was the final. I don't care who played in the finals. That was the final.
Yeah.
I mean, to me. And that was brutal. Watching Federer, like, miss an easy shot or his safeties weren't played right. I think the nerves got him a little bit, having Jason kind of, like, hounding over him. Hope that doesn't continue throughout the Moscone, though, because it's a mental thing, right?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, so Shaw's in the Moscone for sure now.
Oh, yeah, always.
That got him in.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but the way they do it now.
Yeah, I still think they have wild.
So.
That's true. I don't know what the rules are anymore. I guess it goes by money or points. Yeah. Which is interesting.
That's what makes the world go around.
They have 5 spots and 5 optional wild cards.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, I'm pretty sure entertainment wins. So yeah, Shaw for sure. Federer for the U.S.
Well, and I mean, Federer for the U.S. is brilliant on the part of Emily Frazier and that whole in Matchroom.
I agree.
I mean, it's
Well, we can't win without him.
I don't know that that's true. I mean, that's the only part that I don't want to concede to is that's the only way we're going to win. Because now we'll hear that for the rest of histoe. Oh, yeah, you needed a European on that team to win.
I know, but the truth is the truth. I mean, Shane's missing balls. Who else we got? We got Woodward. He's like hot, most of the time. I'm thinking Tyler Steyer will be on the team. And then we're talking what? What's his name? It's either going to be Frost.
Oscar.
Well, it could be Oscar. Oscar Dominguez. Is he U.S. now? I don't even know. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not a lock, but I think when you've got the younger player, especially when Kachi comes back, I mean, Europe is going to be hard to beat. I'm sorry. I mean, I love the U.S. I want to be competitive, but if I was putting money on a team, it's kind of tough.
Oh, Facebook must have been hearing me talk about my sore back. I've got all kinds of massager ads.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I think they just heard me sit down and go, oh.
It is weird that things will pop up. Like I've seen that and not even been talking around my phone. I don't know how it happens. They definitely have the technology. Well, we're working on the second game here. Kelly just cleanly pockets the one.
Here's the tester.
This is a big tester.
Make the 2, you're out, I think, right? Roll this with pocket speed, or do you drill it?
I kind of like rolling it a little bit. You know, just because, yeah, I mean, the accuracy's there.
Now, the 8 does not go past the 12, so she's going to have to either spin over and play the 8 in the right-hand corner.
Right.
Or try and bump the 8 and knock it down towards the bottom left corner. Or just down table in general.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The 9's tough. 9 can get that 8 in trouble if you're just kicking at it with no intent.
Well, it looks like maybe she's putting a little inside on this.
Yeah, she's just going to go over. Good shot.
Yeah.
Well
Left a
hit.
great angle.
Do we have replay, or is that broken too?
I don't think so. I think it works.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Take a quick look here, maybe. Nope. Gonna have to go back. We'll take a look after this shot.
8 ball in.
She got it, just barely tying things up. So let's go back to what made that shot possible, and that was this nice little spin shot on the 6. Just enough, too. Good speed. I have a tendency to hit this with low. She hit it high.
Oh.
Gets it to go after 3 right banks.
Wiped its feet, as they say.
Yep.
So you got the juniors playing?
A few of them. We got 3 here today. Oliver, he's the newest.
Oh, that's B.
Yeah.
B Lore coming up for the Jesters match next. That's going to be exciting.
Did you almost just say the juniors match?
Yeah, I almost did. Jesters, juniors. Same Fargo.
And then we got Robert. Robert's here every week playing hard. And then Damon. Damon's here every week and then some. So
oh, they're pushing, yeah.
both those players are going to be good. You'll see him on here in not too long.
Unbelievable. He's got good form and everything on that 8 ball.
Oh,
just pops it in. Good timing.
Yeah.
He's definitely keeping track of his fundamentals there.
Oh, yeah. And then we made a miss. Commentators curse only work on the table you're on. Must work everywhere.
I don't know. I mean, the 8 was much harder than that.
Not going to be happy about that break.
No, this is a 2-hour break.
2-hour break. It's very punny.
Yeah, you know, puns are my name. Jokes are my game. Man, when I see a rack like this, I like to pick my suit, and then I start playing strategic.
She's got a runnable table here, quite honestly. The 5 goes, the 4 goes. The 2 ball would have to come in this bottom left corner.
Yeah.
But every other one of these shots are available. They have a pocket available. And the 5, I think, goes either pocket, really.
Ooh.
Well, now it's all going to change because you're going to see Kelly moving some stripes around. She doesn't have much except for that 13 ball right
Stripes
here.
are much tougher.
Yeah. Still doable, though. There really isn't anything that's frozen up and does not have a pocket if you get to it, you know. Oh.
Kind of move. Oops, you can move that around how you like it.
Can I put it over there?
I think so. Yeah, it should be able
Okay.
to drag over.
Where is it?
Edge browser.
I don't know what that means.
Bottom
here.
No. Edge the browser. There you go. It's just the YouTube page.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Gives you a little insight there.
On the chat's going on over there, so we can actually talk to people. Over
Andrew Bundy and Pete Bestia. Pete's here. He just walked in about 15 minutes ago, so this must be his alarm clock.
Yeah, right.
When the Queens are on, it's time to go play pool. We got Andrew Bundy, the #1 fan. I think he's reclaimed that. He's stuck with us through the transition and everything, which is pretty cool. Do appreciate it, Andrew. Kelly's working through these stripes. Also a runnable table. Well, you can do windowed projector too, and then just have it be like a certain size. That's what I did at Jason Shaw's wall, where I had the chat here.
Oh. So I don't know how to do it. Holy cow, look at that. Did you know you could do that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Basically, the monitors are just all one big monitor.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, you do it. I'll give you the mouse.
See if this works. It works in OBS. And can you do not full screen projector? Something selected. Can you hit escape? Is it not going to let it? So this doesn't have it. I guess it won't work.
Yeah, whatever.
But you can put it up in front. Or slide this over. You don't need to see all this.
Yeah, that's true.
Transition-wise.
Yeah.
All right, we got it solved. We want to make sure we got the chat up for you guys in case someone has a question. It's one of the things we do, I think, better than most is try to engage with the audience. I mean, I watched a lot of pool this week, and people are just flooding through, and not even a moderator. Nobody's talking to anyone.
Yeah,
It's just like a
well, what happened?
kind of a Wild Wild West of sorts.
Wow.
People saying whatever they want. So, still a tricky table here, but I think Lori's still got the upper hand here with the 5-ball blocking the 14. Yep, she's working through it. I think the 5-ball might be a little tricky. See how she gets on the. Looks like left an angle from the 7. Still going to be tricky, I think, unless you can bump into something over there.
Bump into the 10 here, and she'd be okay. Knocks the 8 clear. So just
Yeah,
just like that. Uh-oh. Yeah, it would have been nice to hit that just a little lighter.
Right.
That way the 10 stays out of the way.
Yep, she
So
would have
now
had the
she's
5
gonna
and
be
the 8.
either trying to get inside on the 8 ball to the left. Oh no, she hit the 14 first.
Uh-oh. Is that ball in hand? That's ball in hand.
It is. Kelly gonna start with that trouble 10 ball, get it out of the way. She should have this no problem.
Yeah, I like how she's playing this. I kind of a natural, just roll up. And then probably shoot the 8 in the bottom left.
Yeah, I wouldn't do much with this. I mean, I honestly I think it's a little bit of a funny angle. I'd like to be able to. Yeah.
She hit that well. A little bit of a stun run through. Got an extra inch out of the travel without having to roll it. Tough shot. Takes practice.
Oh no. Boy, she hit that 2 diamonds up the rail.
Ooh. Maybe a little bit of cling.
Lori going to take advantage of that for sure. Get her second game.
Yeah. Well, like we said, Kelly kind of likes being down a game. Gives her that drive. So, down
well,
again.
if you're right, she got her wish.
Yeah. Subconsciously. I feel like I do the same thing sometimes. Miss easy shots, and then I got to really push at the end, get that adrenaline rush of the comeback. When you can't pull it off, though, it does hurt.
I hate it when you know your back is kind of going out and you try to fix it and stop it from getting worse, and it just continues to get worse.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I guess you could start stretching, do some yoga.
Yeah. Is that what you do?
I stretch, believe it or not. It's been a long couple of last years where I've just been taking it easy. But yeah, anytime I go on a hike or something, I'm always stretching. It feels so good. I think you forget some of the small pleasures in life.
Yeah.
Going out for a walk, stretching,
getting them muscles moving.
Yeah, just move around a little bit. I ain't climbing Mount Everest, but a couple mile hike is perfect.
Lori's got her whole clan here supporting her.
Oh yeah, full table.
Might have to lose the sweatshirt here pretty quick.
Yeah, she's going to be about 60, 65 today.
Wow.
Sunny. Best day ever. It's like the calm before the winter.
What's she looking at there?
Maybe see if she could break something up. It's a stretch.
If you can do this, I like following to the left here. Get some distance. Oh, she didn't hit it very hard.
Well, she left another angle.
Still got an angle if you get into these two.
This could work out pretty nicely.
Hit it like you mean it. Well, just sagged into the batch there. Bunch. Little safety there. Played off, came back, set her up in the corner pocket.
So someone asked, since Vince is over 500 somewhere in YouTube or Facebook, he's going to be playing for the Jesters. He's been the Jester for about, I don't know, 14 weeks as like a 499. He finally went over 502. He's 502 now, so he can't play in the Jesters for more than 2 weeks. And I think the question was,
even if he goes back down.
Yeah, right. He's graduated.
Yep.
Yeah. Is he going to get a free spot in the Knights? Not a free spot, but he could.
Does. He gets moved up the list. Yep.
So, okay, he could play like next week on the Knights and possibly take on either Jeff Martin or Peters, I think, is playing tonight.
Yep, Jay Peters.
Yeah, Jay Peters for the Knights. We got some good matches here today. I mean,
great matches, really.
I mean, honestly, I'm excited. I'm pretty excited for the B-Lore Vince DeDeo match. That's the Jesters. That's coming up at 1:30.
Really. Yep.
I mean, I've known B for, I don't know, ever since I walked into this pool hall.
Yep.
He's sitting on table 7.
Yep. And
You
he
know?
was
Super nice.
a daily player with our good friend TK Tao. We just had that memorial for him not too long ago.
Right. Yeah, I mean, B kind of like bridged the gap and then really brought in a whole nother group of people. Super fun.
Yeah.
And I've known him for a long time, and he's super competitive. And I was on his team. I still can't beat him. There's like a mental issue. Like, I'll get down to the 8 and miss. Like, he's got some kind of like power over me.
It's that, I'm telling you, it's the Hmong voodoo.
Well, it's positive for him. So I don't know.
Now, B plays strong.
He does, and he's getting a lot
It's not
better.
going to be easy for you to take down,
No, definitely not, because he can make his shots. The thing he used to do is he'd always use too much English.
Yeah.
Me too. Like, I think we like watching the ball spin, and that gets you in trouble more often than it doesn't. So, yeah.
That's what made me fall in love with the game, though.
Right. That is true. Yeah, the physics and the spin and yeah. So they'll be playing at 1:30, and then you got Jeff Gerald Martin and Jay Peters at 4:30.
Another great match.
Yeah, totally a great match. And Jeff Martin is the guy who runs. I think he probably runs ACS and WSPA, right? He's behind the booth and doing the tournaments.
I don't know about runs.
I wouldn't say he's not the boss, but he runs the tournaments, I believe. Or what does he do?
I usually go down the breakdown of
what does Jeff actually do?
There's what's his title and what
Right.
does he do. Those are two separate questions.
That's true.
And I'm gonna,
what's his title?
The first one I can find out. The second one I'm going to plead the fifth.
Well, him and Dean, they get it done, and I'm sure there's a few others I'm missing in there. So
yeah. Well, yeah, Doug also is a big part of
Doug.
that. Runs those brackets flawlessly. Head referee.
Yes. Good team they all make. I'm looking forward to WSPA in Appleton in probably January or February. Not thinking about it yet. Probably should be practicing, though. One of these days.
So they're referred to. Oh, and how do we forget Greg for crying out loud? Greg Andler is the president.
Oh,
and,
I've never seen him.
Jeff is.
No, I'm just kidding.
Jeff Martin is the vice president of WSPA. Beth Vasco is the treasurer. Kim, is that Silber? Yep, Kim Silber is the secretary, and then Dean Raisler is a trustee.
Oh, right on. Good crew of people. Fun tournaments. Fun events, really.
Yeah.
Everything that, revolves around them. The vendors, the food, everything's been great. I mean, I don't mind those ham sandwiches that they have. Like homemade.
She's got nothing here, really.
Yeah, it's tricky, but
she's going.
I think you can maybe sneak it in the upper left. From where I'm sitting. It's tricky, though. So Sean will be back next week unless she's got something going on. She's just busy this weekend. Gretzinger, for those who may be wondering, and those who maybe miss her voice. She's been doing the Queens for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, a few weeks now, yep. It was great to have one of the ladies in here with us, commentating, especially on the Queens match. She knows these ladies much better than I do, knows their game better.
I'm looking through the questionnaires, and there's like 20 of them from MH. They're all different spellings of his name.
Yeah.
One says Pro Shop. Michael Hargorts. Pain in my arse. I mean, what out here, MH?
A load of crap.
MH question mark. I mean, I'm telling you, there's a ton of them. I'm just looking for Vince.
Yeah, so it looks like Dr. Pool Promotions Inc. is the one who runs the ACS here in Wisconsin. Dean Reisler,
Awesome.
Jeff Martin, and Doug Garn. And then we got Daryl Hamilton, too.
Good group. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I love being around all those guys because they like I and you just are looking to promote our sport.
Well, I mean, it comes down to like organization and the ability to just kind of have things lined up and working properly. And it seems like every year after year, multiple events, their events run smoothly. So that doesn't happen overnight. It takes a little
it
practice.
Sure doesn't. Yeah, and it takes a lot of work, and now, they got everything on CompuSport and all that kind of stuff. So people look around, hey, what do these guys even do? Well, they're the guys that built the system to get it to the point where it was like that,
right?
Because there was never anything like it. So I look at that and go, congratulations, good for them. They don't have to pull their hair out once the tournament's running. It's running,
right? Yeah, it's clean.
And
you got the scores, automated scores through
your
the
phone.
apps. Yeah. I mean, a lot of things are copying that now.
Speaking of which, I was going to talk to you, Mr. Programmer.
You
should work with Ron and create a pool league app.
Well, there's like 17 of them already. Are we sure?
Oh,
we could do better.
Yeah, whatever it would be, but
yeah,
I mean, that would be the right way to do it.
Well, I mean, I know. What is it? We got LMS through Fargo. Is that about it?
Yeah, I don't think that.
I mean, does anybody do? There's got to be other apps out there.
League Pool Stats, is that?
I don't think that works right.
Anymore?
Yeah, no. I know that one says league. I think it started as a league management system and then ended up just being like an advertising platform. With a little bit of
I'm just saying there's enough leagues that we run through here that it probably.
Yeah, I mean, you got about 5 or 6 a week, and then you got a few in the summer.
5 or 6. We got Monday morning.
Yeah, that's one of the early mornings,
Tuesday night.
Yep.
Wednesday night. Thursday morning. Thursday night. Yeah.
And then maybe juniors. You got the juniors.
Yeah, that runs different, though.
Okay.
We're trying to get them to sanction, trying to get people to show up consistently,
out there.
but that's tough with the juniors.
It is. And I think Ron, he likes Excel. He loves doing things in Excel.
Yeah. We'll see. So you could have the app just download the information right to Excel.
If he wants to pay me, I'll help him. Yeah, we'll set something up.
Well, he wouldn't want to pay. I'd want to pay.
Well, I mean, if we could sit down sometime, honestly, it's a good idea, right? And how projects start, and since we're just watching a rack here, I mean, you sit down, you maybe do some whiteboarding, you talk about some ideas, you look at other apps, right? Because really, what is most development done now? It's copying.
Oh, yeah.
You copy what they have, and I noticed that with a few new ones,
minor tweaks,
right? There's some new ones out there, and I'm not going to name names, but they copy a little bit from this one and a little bit from that one, and then they add a little flair of their own, and it's like, wow.
I don't know if that's
the way
considered to be an insult or a compliment, because to me, that's always a compliment.
I mean,
to me, it's smart.
That's the way technology works.
Smart development when it comes to anything. You don't want to be the first one out. Well, you either want to be the very first one or the last one.
Yes, exactly. Well, Microsoft made a living off of copying.
Yeah.
So some would say that it's bad because they got sued. But I think in software and art and technology, there is a fine line between it being a compliment and it being theft. But I mean, it's tough. It's tough. You can't.
I think the difference is if you're already doing something.
Right.
And you see something and you say, hey, we should incorporate that into what we do.
Right.
That is a compliment.
Correct.
If you don't have something and you go, hey, we're going to build exactly that same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And that's how most development is.
Or
believe it or not,
99% the same thing. And you didn't have it before on your own, or weren't necessarily paying somebody to develop it for you.
Correct. So, I mean, I guess figuring out how the numbers work, how the sanctioning works, how do we incorporate handicaps? I mean, things can get a little tricky. And then how do we print out? How do we share the information to the players? Does everybody have to log in? That's not going to happen. People just, I mean, maybe it would.
You have training sessions at the beginning of your league.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody pull out your phone.
It's true. I mean, I had a hard time getting people to learn, like, challenge, league pool stats and stuff, and now everybody's like, where's the link? Where's the link?
Yeah,
so they're, I guess it.
Well, that's like when I got my new vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
The salesperson, he said he would get gigged basically if he didn't sit down and open up the app with me and make sure I understood how the app worked.
Right.
For my vehicle.
Well, because you'd probably miss out on a lot.
Yeah.
By not knowing, simple things like, the sound
when
of
do
the
I
beep.
Play?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, cars nowadays are so cool.
I can't believe that hung up. It almost rolled backwards out of the pocket.
Well, I mean, it's not going to hurt her. Unless that Kelly can roll in the 10 past the 2.
I mean, wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing just to switch the 2 with the 10.
Little strategic replacement, yeah. I think I got to work on the focus on traditional, or
it looks
unless we zoomed or cropped a little too much.
I don't think it's really cropped. I think the focus is probably not quite there.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to tell. I mean, the overhead looks nice and crispy.
That one's not.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that focus only works in one spot. So do you want to focus at the front, the middle, or the back of the table? You can't have it all in focus. And I don't know if you notice that with matchroom events, but they'll focus on the cue ball, and then when the shooter shoots, they'll focus on the object ball. You'll see the object ball come into clarity.
Oh, apparently CompuSport has the app.
Oh, right on.
So
CompuSport's got leagues. Oh, yeah, well, that's how it kind of ties in.
His name is Can't Make Eights.
Oh, yeah, I can't make 8s, 9s, or 10s. I'm with you, buddy.
Nice shot there, and she came out okay, too. She got an edge of this 3. She'll be able to cut it in the corner.
Well, what do we technically use? I mean, I don't know if it matters. Do we just do it all in Excel?
Yeah,
manually?
And
then just
Ron records it.
Yeah.
Manually. I mean, imagine how much cleaner that would make League for take hours out of Ron's day.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know
I'll
if
have
he's
to
got
look-
it all automated now or what.
I'll have to look at the Captain
Yeah.
Sport app.
For sure. Yeah, because I think we looked at the Fargo LMS for a while, and I think it was the added cost was kind of a negative, a little bit too expensive, and then also they didn't let us run like mid-year leagues or something. Like every league had to start in January
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
or something. I don't know who it was, but it's like that's not going to work. We have fall leagues.
Well,
They go into spring.
We run continuous leagues
Right.
also that just end and start, end
Right.
and start.
They don't start in January. I mean,
Right.
so I don't know. Do we cut them off? I mean,
Pool hall doesn't need money after the leagues are
Yeah.
over. To heck with them.
Sometimes I think you'd have more. There'd be more with just like paying
General
customers.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, guaranteed. Well, trust me, that's been a discussion.
Well, I mean, when you have tournaments and leagues like nonstop and everybody's drinking a water.
Well, that's the part that people are going to understand because I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
it's tough. They
if
just
you guys want to have leagues
Yeah.
and you want to have tournaments, then you'd better spend some money when you're here. 'Cause
Right.
It's a big building, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it organically, people. For
Don't-
every one person that drinks like refill of Coke all night, there's probably a guy drinking 12 Coronas. So, I mean, it maybe
Well, right.
mellows
So I
its
want
way
to
up,
kick
but-
out the guy drinking the refills and get in the
Yeah.
another guy drinking 12 Coronas.
12 Coronas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I am here for your entertainment, but we're here to pay people too. You know
I don't know. You've never been really entertaining to me.
what?
You specifically. Are you gonna sing and dance?
What are you talking about? Comic relief.
You've got some great
continuing.
stories from the pool world, that's for sure. How old do you have to be before you start rambling those stories off to people that don't want to hear them?
I don't know. How old are you?
Well, no, I'm thinking you got to be like 65, maybe 70 before that happens.
I'm not that old.
No, I know. I think every
Am
pool
I ahead
player.
of my schedule? Is that what you're
No, I like your stories.
Yeah.
Never mind. You ruined the joke. Anyway, I got to start the tournament pretty quick here, so I don't know if I can find someone to pop in here in maybe 20 minutes. Do you have anyone in mind?
If anybody's watching, just peep in here. Just
Oh,
say
peeping.
hi.
He said peeping, not
Yeah.
popping. Yeah.
Peep? Well, pop would be proper.
Pop in.
Pop would be Illinois. Peep is Midwest, Wisconsin.
We could have Gregorio come in for a while.
Well, he could. Yeah, you guys could
He,
kind of have a back and forth.
yeah. I mean,
He talks really fast. I don't know if you've had a conversation with him for a while.
MH plays with League on him, and he says, it's funny. He says, because he's talking the whole time. I'm not sure if it's English or what it is.
Right. Well, you get him a couple of beers,
Yeah.
and yeah, everything just blends together really fast. But
Probably, I think if I was bilingual, I would probably speak both languages, like mixing them throughout. I'd probably make that mistake.
and that might be what he does. Ooh, 10 ball.
Kelly just trying to get a bit too aggressive there.
You don't want to let Lori have 4.
She's going to get a little fortunate here. I think she blocked her.
So Lori getting a 4 is gonna be tough for Kelly because
She did give it to her.
that's a big number. I mean, 1 away from the hill.
Yeah. I mean, this would have been a totally different game. Kelly would have made that ball ran out.
Correct. Yeah, big difference between 3-2 and like 1-4. I mean, that's the point. I know it sounds weird, but in a match, sometimes there's that pivotal moment where the score really does matter. Oh, she's
gonna
giving her a
get away,
chance.
though.
What do
Well,
you think,
is that-
Bank?
Yeah, I think so. It might go off the rail off the 3. Really creates a big pocket there where the 3 is sitting. So if you get it in there tight enough, just missing the 3, it's close. She is looking at that. That'd be the first choice, because then you have the chance of replacing the ball that's hanging.
What do you think about any of them? You know any? No. Any broadcasting students at NWTC Green Bay?
Yep, she hit that ball perfect. That's exactly the shot I was looking at.
If you're looking for an internship, send us an email. I think we should start advertising for our internships. There's classes out there in this area where they just need a little TV time.
She couldn't hit that ball any cleaner.
It was perfect. Now for the tough one, right?
Yeah. There's Daryl. Daryl would come in.
See if we can. He looked for a second. He wants to sign up for the tournament like now. He's a robot. Can you tell Daryl to come over? All right, thank you. Oh, he's leaving. Never mind. Don't worry about it. That's weird, huh?
Yeah. Here, I'll just call him.
Oh, look at that. I missed the 8-ball. I was looking for Daryl. That was a beautiful shot. I'm telling you, Kelly, when she's under pressure, that's when she shoots lights out. Unbelievable.
Read too many names in my phone.
Yeah. Those. I wonder if I. Here. Stop that. Sometimes it should help. Oh, this is a nice open break.
He's still out there.
Daryl. I mean, I don't know if he wants to pay in practice or, I mean,
yeah, probably.
We can always hold his match off a little bit. It's always tricky with the Sunday 8-ball tournament at 1. And the Jesters start at 1:30. And we are without Patrick Glenn this week. The stable Patrick Glenn. He just loves to be in the booth every Sunday. It's like a passion of his.
Stable?
Unstable and stable. So yeah, he's if I remember correctly, and I think it's okay I say, he's doing a woodworking class, which is awesome.
Daryl, we're gonna talk you into coming in the booth with me for a while.
You want to sit for 15? I'll get you signed up and hold off on your match and whatever. Okay.
All right, deal.
I got you off right here. Okay. You just flip that up when you want to talk.
Daryl Zimmerman gonna jump in the booth with me here. Intelligence, Daryl? What? No way. Oh wait, that's another guy. Hey, actually, before you run and do that, you want to go grab yourself and me a drink, and I'll buy yours. I'll buy yours too. I just want a Mountain Dew. Tell them it's for me. They'll know the real sugar one. Yeah. Nice shot there by Lori. I want to thank everybody for the likes and shares. We really appreciate it. It's a lot tougher right now with rebranding our station here for our Queens match and the the Knights and the Jesters. We'll get it there with your help. Make sure you do subscribe because then you'll see the notifications for the Queens, Jesters, and Knights. Lord with a tight little shot here. Not quite getting her to go, so Kelly with another opportunity. I kind of like hitting this 14 coming across and bumping the 8, 11, 9. Unless she has the 9 clean right now, but I think you're going to see her just come over and do that exactly. Or try to. Well, she went forward, hung the 14. Maybe she didn't feel that she needed to run into that 8, 9, 11. Perfect. Have you been in here before?
No.
Okay, throw those headphones on there. Oh, yeah, you got to crank up the chair. I get it. Otherwise, you'd be down on the floor. All right. There you go. So now you should be able to turn that on. Let's see if we can hear you. Say hi to the folks there, Daryl.
Hey, everybody.
Well, see, you can't hear you, so you got to...
I got to get closer.
There you go. Now you can hear yourself, huh?
Not really.
Well, speak up, young man. It's on.
It's on. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So.
So here we are. We had Kelly Nickl, Lori Van Kooy. Lori Van Kooy is our challenger. Kelly is the current queen. They're playing a race to 6, 8-ball BCA rules. And Kelly was just about to go down 4 games to 1. Lori gave her one more opportunity, and she came up with a couple of clutch shots.
Be interesting to see what she does here.
Yep, so she's on stripes, so I think you're going to see her just... I'd play the 11 here, kind of stop, play for the 15 next, push the 9 up. She was playing the 9, so she just called the 9 ball in the right corner. Or 13, I'm sorry. Made them both.
Ooh, but yeah.
Here's a tester.
It's going to be a lot of green on that one.
Well, to get back for the 15 is definitely difficult.
I don't know if she can. I think she's just got to hit this pocket speed and take the better angle from down on the other end of the table. Because you could end up.
Yeah, so you're saying just roll it.
Yeah. Yeah, she would have probably ended up with a better angle, but she missed that by enough where that would have changed the deflection.
It's too nice out to be here playing pool. What are you doing?
Practicing state tournaments in 2 weeks.
Yeah?
I don't want to play horrible.
You always play pretty consistent. So racing season's over, right?
Racing season's over. Daytona is this coming weekend, I think. I'm not racing this year.
How'd you do on your season?
Pretty good. I didn't do a lot of the middleweight races, but we did one team challenge, endurance race.
Yeah.
Where we did 97 laps.
Well,
Me and another rider. We did it on a lightweight bike.
it's a bump. No, not quite.
And we ended up winning that race.
Nice.
So we had a combined age of 112 years old for the 2 riders.
Wow. Well, you've got to be one of the older riders. I mean, there's not a lot of motorcycle riders that are in their 50s.
No, there's like 1 or 2 guys that are older than me.
Yeah.
That race yet.
Well, Lori needed a little bit of a bump here, and she didn't, so she ended up froze pretty tight. She looks like she's catching the edge of the 7 here, though. I think she'd want to be a little thicker. Oh, look at that. That's going to work out well.
Ooh.
Behind the 8-ball for the 9, and left Kelly the bank on the 15, but never a gimme.
No, and you got to get a leave on the 9 if you do make it. Where the 1 and the 8 are going to come into play depending on how hard you hit the ball. Smart play. But you give her the 9, and you give her the 15. You give her the out, actually. I think she would have been better off trying to play the bank.
Well, no, she's shooting at solids now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do here. 7 might go past the 5 on a rail, but it's close. Not really a great safety, I don't think, unless you froze her dead tight to the 9 over there. That might be a farm seller. Tricky, though, no matter which way you go. I think I prefer to play the 9 here and probably float up past between the 8, play the 15 in the bottom left corner here. Or draw it harder and play it up in the upper right, but I think the natural line is to play past the 8 and play the 15 down here in the bottom left corner after the 9. See what she does.
I think she's picking the side.
Yeah, side pocket for the 9, yep. And then she's going to drift past this 8 ball for the 15 in the bottom corner here. It's like that. She ran into the 8 a little bit, but the general idea, she's shooting to this bottom corner. So it's tricky here, too. You got to have good speed, good control off the rail. Oh, and most importantly, got to make the ball. Been watching many of our juniors. Have you seen these guys?
I've seen some of the younger players playing and practicing.
Yeah.
And they're playing pretty good.
Oh, yeah, over here. Damon sitting on the bleachers over there. That kid plays great. Robert here, he's also starting to play good pool. Gonna keep it testing a little bit here. Got a nice little cut on the 5. Same pocket for the 8, I guess, huh?
I would think so. I think it's
Unless
just
you
a
drill it, then you're...
pocket speed. I think
Yeah.
you're fine. You can't scratch if you hit it high.
Really wants to make sure she takes advantage here.
Ooh,
Oh, did you see it
skidded.
throw a little bit? Skid.
Yeah. I got a good safety out of it.
So a lot of times people blame that on chalk, and to me it's all timing. It skids because the cue ball releases right when it's about to hit. So it just still means that your timing was just a little off, you know?
Yep.
Kelly taking the easy layup there for the 15, setting up just about perfect on this 8. Going to tie things up at 3-3 in this race to 6. Going to keep it exciting. At one point, we thought that Lori was going to go up 4 games to 1, but instead now we're about to have a tie game. There it is. Woke up with my back out. It's killing me.
Nothing
Didn't
worse
even
than
do anything.
Nothing worse than a sore back.
Especially when you didn't do anything. I mean, it's one thing if I'm out lifting rocks and landscaping all day yesterday and come in with a sore back. Got a real short player break. Kelly running to the outside.
Yeah, it looked like Lori had to make a bathroom call as well.
Yep. What? So we got B. Lore coming up next. B. Lore is going to be taking on Vincent Dido. Vincent is right now a 502, so he actually went over the Jester mark, but this is his last week regardless. So win, lose, or draw. He will either go and play against the Knights next week or just give up his spot, one of the two. Hopefully he moves himself up to the Knights.
I should try to get in on that. I should try to get in on that.
Yeah.
Get signed up.
Have you never signed up?
Never signed up.
Oh, really? Yeah, what's your Fargo?
570.
Yeah, so you'd be in the Knights. You'd be playing against, like today's Jeff Martin and Jay Peters are playing. That's a good match. All very competitive matches today. All right, the ladies are back. Kelly back to rack the balls, and Lori working her way back to the table right now. I want to thank everybody for the likes and the shares, and make sure you guys are out there sharing the stream. It's a little bit difficult right now because we're rebranding for the Knights, Queens, and Jesters. Moved it all over to the open stream channel on YouTube. Well, it's a little better break than the last one. The last one didn't move much at all. This one, there's some separation, so let's see what she can do here. Oh, that's no good. We're froze up apparently. Oh, there we go. Now it's moving again. Stripes, nothing really helped her there. 9 got in a worse spot, I think. 11's really the only ball that doesn't have a pocket, but you got some pretty tricky shots to get onto. Well, she says, let's let Kelly do a little work. What do you like? I like 1 to the 2 to the 7 to the 6.
I like that she can get that position.
A lot of stop shots, looks like. She's got to draw back just a little bit here to get a good angle on this 2. So she went forward. She can play the combination. I don't mind that either. This is a stop shot. You can still probably get on the 6 right here, maybe.
She might run that 7 in between the 9 and 11, though.
Yeah, it might end up in a bad spot.
That worked out.
Yeah, she's definitely got the 6, so if she can roll this up out of there, 3 goes up in the corner. She's got a pretty open table if she can execute this shot.
One hard ball.
How'd she hit it? Now the only problem, she put the 8 in the way. So now she'll have to play that 5 to the 3 in the side, probably.
Yeah. Ooh. That's going to make that a little tricky.
Yeah, maybe. Well, oh, that's good, actually, don't you think? 5, roll up, 3 in the side. I think she's just about perfect, actually. Yeah, I had to
If she
stand
plays
up.
it now, yeah.
Yeah, I'd leave that 4 there.
I think she's worried about getting back from the 4 to the 8.
Well, I don't like this at all. You've
No.
got the angle right now to get on that 3 next. It got tougher.
Now you almost got to play to the 8 and play
Run
the 3 in
into
the
the 8.
lower left.
Maybe, yeah. Run into the 8, go forward here. Wow,
Wow.
she held that like crazy, held it.
I didn't think
Too
we
much.
hold it that much.
Who would have thought? Well, now she's got to let the cue ball run, so see if she can get a little bit fortunate here. Well, Lori happy to get a shot at this table. I'm pretty sure she thought this was over as soon as Kelly lined up on that 5, but
Yeah, I think she definitely played that wrong. I just need to play the 5, then the 3, then play the 4, and try to get over to the lower left side of the table. Anywhere you still have
Yeah,
that 8
for
ball
that
in the
8, yeah.
corner.
Yeah, she'll look back at that and maybe reconsider the way she did it. Be careful here shooting the 14. You can get in trouble, end up on a bad line. Got to make up your mind here is what it comes down to. What are you shooting to get next?
Yeah. Pick a spot on the table so you don't shoot to a general area.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, when the balls are in trouble like this, you definitely got to make a decision. Otherwise, you can end up in a bad spot with 4 balls sitting around you, you know. I think she just did. Oh, her overhead keeps freezing up.
I don't know. She's got the 9 in the side. I think that's fine.
You got me in the bottom corner there. I'm standing up because my back is killing me. Don't pick your nose, Daryl. You're on screen.
Oh.
Good safety, though.
Yeah, that's going to work.
Good two-way shot, as Chris Knapp would call that.
Yeah.
If I miss, you don't get a shot.
Looks like we're going to have a pretty good showing, actually, for the tournament. There's quite a few people strolling in. I thought with the weather, possibly we weren't going to have as good of a showing.
It's been kind of rainy all weekend. I don't think anybody did anything. And even if you want to go outside today, I think the ground's still wet.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, nobody's going to cut their grass when it's still wet, hopefully. I know I didn't want to. That's why I'm here.
Roll forward here past the 11 would be my choice. She might be drawn back. Oh, she did. Punched it, too. Not happy about that one, I'm sure.
I find these tables a little more forgiving if you shoot pocket speed into them rather than try to put any kind of English on the cue ball and try to punch it in there. You have to be so perfect on these tables that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it definitely creates a little bit more of a roll of the ball than trying to punch them. Kelly to take the first lead of the match. Lori's been in the lead the whole time. There she did it. 4-3, race to 6.
When it comes down to it, do you got a preference between jumping or kicking?
I don't jump much.
So you'd rather kick?
Yeah, I like kicking and massaging balls. I mean, jumping, there's definitely times for it, but I'm not very good at it. You know, I haven't practiced it much. It's like any other thing in the game. You got to make sure you practice it. It's a good break. She made a stripe there.
Yeah, that's why I went and got an extension for my cue rather than shoot with a bridge, because how often do you practice with a bridge?
Yeah, definitely. I know, like I had This last week we had our high school classes. I teach 3 classes a semester, 3 days. And that's one of the things we teach them is how to use a bridge.
Yeah, because if you don't use it,
Yeah, nobody ever shows you the right way.
yeah, and then you don't practice with it.
Yeah.
So
And it is different. I mean, for those of you who know, I mean, you flip your hand over actually, so you're actually running it under your chin and
Yes.
running your arm backwards compared to normal.
different stroke. So
Kelly deciding on solids, and they look pretty good, other than a couple of shots. This is going to be the questionable shot right here.
stood up. And she was starting to walk down to look to see if she had the leave she wanted.
Stood up and missed it, huh?
Yeah.
Trying to reset that overhead camera so we can see what that looks like.
Definitely a challenging tape for the stripes.
Yeah, that 2-ball hurt so many lines, but, well, that's going to kind of triple kiss off the 1 ball to make it into the corner pocket. Well, I tell you what, it's going to be straight home into my massage chair for this guy. Holy cow, I need that back to stop. Randy Parlick, good to see you, buddy. Found your way over to the new open stream channel. We appreciate that. Kelly definitely, once she's under pressure, she definitely becomes more aggressive. She plays better when she's in a bad scenario. We're talking about that, and almost every week she'll get down. You'll think, man, she's just going to get blown out, and the next thing you know, here she comes back and starts making them count. So she really wants to save that 6 to get on the 8, so she's hoping to possibly get on the 1 ball here next. Ooh, a little bit free there.
She can still do it.
Uh, 14 goes, so that's good. So shoot the 10 here, set over for the 14 to the 13 for an angle to get over to that 11 or 15 by the 6, kind of. I think that would be my goal. At least plan A.
Yes. Ooh, come on, get the rail. She needs to have, there we go. She needs to have a little bit of an angle to get that round there. I don't even know if that's enough.
Yeah, I don't know. She would like to be able to draw back here a little bit, but she's just got to worry about making this and stopping it, maybe. Safety coming. Stop it on the 15 there. Shoot the 11. Well, you'd leave the 1, I guess.
Yeah, she's looking at rolling it ahead. Trying to get the 11 in the way of the 6 and the 4.
Oh. Well, on the bright side, she secured the 8-ball a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to make without breaking it out now.
Kelly just going all out. Tried to get at it. Tried to break that 8 out of there and get a shot. She didn't. She was all right. She had the 4 down there. Plan could have worked. I think it'd be hard for me not to shoot the 15 here. 15, try and come around 2 rails for the 9 in the upper left corner.
Yeah, because you can shoot the 9 in the side, but I don't see a.
13, yeah.
Or I'm sorry, orange.
Yeah.
This screen over here almost yellow.
It's a little yellower on the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you shoot the 15 and pocket speed. That way, if it doesn't drop, you block the pocket. I think she's looking at playing the safety down to the end rail. Try to get the cue behind the 8-ball so she can't make the 6. But then there's a small alley between the 9 and 11 to make the 4. So that's a tough spot.
Yeah, she called safe. Let's see if she can. I mean, I think she's going to leave the 1 no matter what. Oh, man. Unless she snugs it right tight. What a great shot.
Hard to tell from here if she left her.
I think she's kicking at the 4 here. I don't think she's got much of anything. She can't see the edge of the 1. Four-ball kick she's trying. A little bit short. Lori rewarded with ball in hand. Let's see if she can run these 4 to tie things up.
I think I almost take the 13 on the other side towards the 15, roll up, play the 15 down, play the 11 back into the side, and then the 8 in the corner.
Yeah, I mean the 15 goes, so it's really about the 11 and the 13.
Yeah, you need to take one of them. So I would take that one now, roll up, play the 15 down, and 11 into the side.
Yeah. Got to get legs. Yeah, she's pushing it. Air push didn't work. Nice shot. Too far, though. Thanks, Randy. We're kind of glitchy today. We're still trying to get our cameras worked out after the trip. But if we didn't talk about it, most people wouldn't. Holy cow, was that close, huh?
Hell of a shot.
That was one hell of a try. She almost had her.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a good turnout for the Sunday tournament.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's see if she can. Kelly can finish these out. It's going to get her on the hill. Draw this ball, or you go around forward.
Normally, I like to go forward and come around. Use the rails to slow the cue ball down. And my draw, I'm so inconsistent. I don't know if I'm going to
Oh
get
boy!
2 feet of draw or no feet of draw. These tables, I think, are more forgiving for shooting forward on the cue ball
Oh,
than the
Kelly didn't think so. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I don't think you got a choice. I think you just got to bear down and cut this ball in the corner.
Yeah, I don't see a choice.
I don't know what else you do here. Not going to bank it.
No. Cut it, and you should get to leave if the speed is right. You got 3/4 of the table almost to get a leave on this end. Nice shot.
Oh, what a cut.
A little hard, but she's going to get a little
Got
bit
a
of help.
good bump. Really nice out. Let's take a look at that 11 again.
She must have put some good left on there to come back and hit that
Yeah,
8
you
ball
just
like
really couldn't hit it much better than she did,
that.
really.
No.
4-4, keeping this thing exciting. Race to 2. These two are virtually identical Fargos. They're only about 30-some points apart. No, more than that. Sorry, 20. We got 27 and 18, 37, 40, just under 50 points apart. So even. Take a look at this cluster a little bit. Had all kinds of problems. 5, 10, 8, 9. That's about it, really. 7's in that cluster. 5, 10.
Yeah. I think I almost like the solids better here than the stripes.
Yeah, probably just because of the 4 and the.
Well, once the 4 is out of the way, the 7 can go in that pocket.
Yeah.
5 looks like it can go on the side, so it's like they almost all have pockets.
Well, that's going to make it interesting. I don't know.
Get the 5 out of there now.
Yeah, she's going to stay down there for the 2 yet, I think. Had a good eye for that shot today. This isn't bad. She can just come straight over for that 4 next. Just stop, kind of, or tap in. Or hit it really hard and break out the 5. Still don't know that the 7 goes, and I think the 4 might be blocked, but we'll see what she does. It's not getting easier, that I know.
No, I think that just became very difficult.
It was really her cue ball that hurt her the most on that shot she shot.
Yeah, if it wouldn't have rolled up tight behind that ball. I think if she shoots that a little softer with just lets the English grab the ball, I think she has a chance. And even with ball in hand, this is no easy out for Kelly.
No, I mean, the 11-15 alone are trouble enough. That's a good shot. Nice angle here to get there. Wouldn't be afraid to hit this. I'd hit this a little bit. Get some distance away from the 15 with the cue ball because you're going to run into it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. She drew. Well, she's going to have to go down table or play safety. Looking to line up the 15-11 combination. I like following this ball. I'd hit this with high left and come around 2 rails.
And then play the 9 to set up for the combo.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, honestly, I'd want to get on the combo here, I think. Just like she did, but because now it's not going to be a combo, which is probably fine too. Play the break shot here. Just bump over into him. Again, though, anytime you move the balls, you're asking for it. If you can shoot it without having to move them. Always a better scenario.
Yeah, there's always so many variables that you got to try to compute. Otherwise, figure which ball is going to carry them off of which ball and at what speed. And
Rattled one again. I think it would be safe to say she was probably out if she would have made that ball. Instead, Lori is happy to have another opportunity at the table. What do you like here, 4 ball or the 7? Well, I should say, which one do you shoot here, not what do you like? Because I think you don't have to like either one of those shots.
no, I think you just got to. I think you almost have to take the 7 first and play the 4 to get position to the 8 ball because the 8 ball doesn't go in either one of them 2 corners. So it needs to come this way. The only way you're going to get this way is from the 4 ball.
She's been fairly consistent on these jacked up shots. Look at that. I'm going to have to take a lesson from her on how to shoot over balls like that because she does seem to nail them.
I might have to sign up for that lesson. I have a little problem with that too.
Well, if she plays this off the rail and wide enough, she should be able to play the 11 out of the way and shoot the 8 in the same corner. Just like that. Look at that shot. Cue ball got out of hand, but she's going to be okay.
See, that's what I figured the cue ball was going to do when she came with the 4. That's why I figured the 4 was coming, the 8 ball was coming this way because the 4 was going that way.
Yeah, I think if she would have held the cue ball, that she'd be shooting the 8 right in that corner past the 11 this time.
Yep.
Jeez, just nailed. Oh, I thought she did too. I guess not. Looked good from here, right? When she first hit it, I thought she hit it for sure.
Yeah, I thought she had it.
Okay, Kelly's got to not take this for granted. I hate these when they're sitting just on the edge of that pocket like that. It's easy to doink them. Got to make sure you cut it away from the rail here, really. No problem. Well, keeping it interesting. Still got a pretty good angle here on the 15. She is able to get down and dig down because she's in front of that side pocket, but I don't know if you want to anymore at this point. Up and down here?
Unless she can hit it soft enough, but I've yet to see her hit it soft enough. So, yeah, back down. And
That was well played. Well, let's see if Kelly can get herself to the hill first. She started with a deficit. Oh, no. That's a couple eight balls. I've seen her miss in that pocket, so now that's going to give Lori a shot here at the 8. That's going to get her to the hill. Got to shoot it, though. All of our matches are mandatory. Got to shoot that last ball. Careful here. Jeez. Making me nervous.
yeah, that was just like a touch shot. Hit that too hard and it scratches in the other corner. There's so many different things that can happen.
Kelly was just expressing that she has missed 4 8 balls in this match. It's tough to win like that.
Very tough.
And if you miss 4 and still win the match, I think you should feel pretty fortunate you still got it.
And at least got that many chances at the table.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but if I miss 4 8 balls, I feel like I deserve to lose. But
I don't think I've ever won missing 4 8 balls, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, Kelly's going to give it a shot. She's down right now. Lori just needs this game. Kelly would need this plus 1 more to keep her title. Otherwise, we'd have a new queen. It's a good break. Except for nothing went. So Kelly with an opportunity at an open table. What she doesn't want to do is run all the problems off and leave it open for Lori, because Lori is a shot maker. She can definitely run out if given the opportunity.
Yeah, now you almost get to the defensive side of it where I want to make sure I can't let her out if I miss.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be in the back of your head.
It's tough. I think that's always the balancing point that I struggled with, is understanding when to go for it and when not to. You know, I mean, there's times where you feel like, man, I can make that. If I do, I'm out, but it's probably still not the smart shot, you know. And I think that's everybody's struggle, is trying to figure out when do you go for it, when you don't. I don't know about you, but when I first started playing, that wasn't even a concern because we didn't have any idea what a safety was.
Yeah, I played on
Safety was a bad play.
I played on a league for 25 years that was all aggressive. One of the rules was you had to make a legitimate attempt at making a shot. There was no safety.
Problem with that is, what is that?
Yeah, what's really a legitimate shot, you know?
If I can miss one by 2 diamonds trying something intentional, I can miss 2 diamonds intentionally. You know, because I know I've missed them 2 diamonds out when I was just playing a shot.
Yeah.
You know.
Hit it and go, how? What?
What did I just do?
What did I just do?
4 ball's still an issue. She's working out everything else, but that 4 ball is going to be tough. She can't really get it now because if she does, she's going to limit her leave.
Well,
I think if it was me, I'd stop this 1 ball right about where it is, cut it in the side, and try and move the cue ball into that 11 off the 7 in the side. Chris. Chris is awesome. He's in a very positive, negative mood today.
A little bit of both, huh?
Yeah. Negatively positive. Look at this shot.
Oh, nice
Holy
shot,
cow,
Kelly.
was that a good shot?
Nice shot.
And you left herself the best possibility to get out because she had leaves on everything else. Now she just got to finish to get things to the hill.
I was gonna say, do you play it there and then play this? Try to get the angle for the stop on the 1 to play the 6.
This is pretty tough here, yeah.
Yeah, now she's got a little bit of an angle.
Almost got to draw into the 6 here to get anything out of this.
Or past it on the other side and play it in the side pocket.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she's got that much of an angle.
Yeah, I don't know if she's got that in her tool bag or not. Find out. She definitely has a more powerful stroke than a lot of the ladies, so she definitely is capable.
Oh, nice shot.
What a shot, yeah. Kelly putting together her own highlight reel. Let's see if she learned from Lori and can shoot over balls better than both of us. Nothing to it. Here we come to the hill. Let's see if she can not make this miss number 5 on the 8 and put this one down. Nice and easy. Roll it in. Pocket speed. There it is.
She stayed down on that one. I
bit.
watched. I think she learned from the other ones when she jumped up on them.
Looks like between the conversation and the chat, Randy, you must have taken second place at a tournament over the weekend. Where were you playing? Randy Parlick. You know Randy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Daryl Zimmer in the booth with me today. Chris G had to run the tournament, so Daryl's never came in here. We figured we'd bring him in and let him hang out for a bit.
Put my 2 cents worth in.
Oh, there's way more annoying people than we could put in here. Like me. All right, Kelly breaking on the hill. Hill, 5-5. Last game, no matter what we do. One of these ladies would love to just take one shot at the table and be out of here. Unless, of course, that meant making the 8 out of turn. That's a good break. Nothing, huh? Crashed him open, giving Lori first grab at the table. We just got a new family member yesterday. We picked up a little kitten, little boy. His name is Bob.
It's always nice when you add a new family member.
He's cute. The other cats don't like him yet.
That's always the case when they're young. We have 2 younger puppies and an older dog, and
Yeah.
he doesn't like them puppies at all because they just want to play. He doesn't want anything to do with that. It's like, leave me alone. I'm just laying here. I want to sleep.
So our one cat is a tortie, and notoriously torties are just got attitude and don't want to. So we actually got the kitten for the other cat, which is a little bit younger and wants to play yet. And that's the cat being a jerk to the new one. It's like, hey, we got you a playmate here. Could you give it a shot?
Well, that's part of the animal kingdom thing where they gotta.
Yeah, they can.
You gotta get their food chain. You know, their dominance. Who's doing this and that, and where you fit in. And then once you realize where you fit in that group, then
both my
everything.
cats are such wusses, though. I mean, really. Nice try on the bank there by Kelly. She's gonna leave another open shot for Lori. 14's probably the only real problem ball, if you want to call it that. She can start with the 15. I think you're going to see a pretty solid run here by Lori.
Yeah, my pit bull pup, and he sounds tough and everything, but
Yeah.
if he was barking at you and you would run at him and bark, he would take off running.
It's funny. I watched a video, and they had all these people that had dogs, and they tested them. You know, they would have somebody fake break into the house and see, because my dog, they'd protect me for sure. And you had some of the biggest dogs, and they would just cower under the bed. As soon as there was anything, that dog would just run away and cower. And then you had these little yipey dogs, you know, the little ankle biters. Those dogs would go right after them. I mean, just crazy. You know, almost the opposite what you'd think it'd be. All right, she's going to take a fairly tough shot here. She's trying to cut this 15. Did not cut it enough. She's not going to want to give Kelly a whole lot more opportunities like this, because Kelly will take advantage.
Yeah, it's a pretty open table now. She's got the 4 to get to the 6, and that's about the only tough shot.
Yeah.
Would be the 6 ball.
I will be surprised if she doesn't shoot that 3 here. Still got to keep in mind her 8 ball. The 8 ball is going to be probably the toughest of the bunch to get to. Holy cow. Did you hear that?
32?
33 players, yeah. Yep, it went over 32, so I had $100 cash.
A little more payout than Friday's.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
Friday had a nice turnout for the 10 ball.
It was, yeah. That's 20 plus, right? 20, I think it was 24. Remember right? But yeah, 33. We've had as many as 42 on Sunday. It's crazy. I can run a tournament for added money and not get 42 players.
Yeah, sometimes it's just strange.
Kelly really looking to get out here. 6. Push that over quite a bit. Shoot 7 yet? Kind of don't mind taking the 7 still.
You almost got to save the 1 to get to the 8, but the 8 don't go by the 10, I don't think. It's hard to see from here.
Yeah, I think I like this. The 7 to the 5, to the 1 to the 8, down here in the corner past the 10. You know, just that easy. That good. Just can't take any of these for granted. You got to make sure you stay down, follow through every shot. See if she does that. I think if she does, she'll be successful. Key shot right now. Pretty good.
Should I play it in the side or try to play it up?
Looks like she's probably going to roll this to the side pocket. I can't imagine she's going to want to take this to the corner, but maybe she will. How many of those 8 balls do you think are running through her mind at the moment?
Probably every one of them last.
Yeah.
Ones that she's missed.
Right.
Unfortunately,
the 4 she missed or the 5 she made, right?
Yeah.
All right, pointed to the side pocket, so she's going to try and slow roll this in. I like this bet. I think it's a better bet than playing the corner. And I think I like the way you're going to leave this cue ball lie if you would miss it. Now she change her mind? Yep, now she called the corner. This one, not so much, unless you make it. And she did not. Oh, she did. Oh my goodness, that did go. I thought it hung. So
dribbled in the last. Wow.
Nice shot, and congratulations to Kelly Nickl on maintaining her queen's role, and thank Lori Van Kooy for coming in and challenging. We appreciate that. It was a great match, and we look forward to seeing you guys again. So coming up here, we got the Jesters at 1:30, so stick around. We'll get it going soon. I want to thank Daryl for joining us in the booth. Thank you, sir.
Well, you're very welcome. It was fun to sit and watch.
Maybe we'll do it again.
Definitely.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.